Have you ever been timed while you took a shit? I have. I was at work. Let me just give you a little bit of background story. I do hair for a living. When need be, on average, I can cut anywhere between 2.5 to 3 haircuts in comparison to someone's one haircut. And that's only relevant because I will, if there's a long line or anything like that, I'll knock them out and I'll go do what I gotta go do. So in this case, I had to go take a shit. I don't know about you, but I don't time my shits. So I don't actually know how long it takes. But it takes a while. It's not easy for me. Never has been easy for me. I don't need to tell people that. That's not like something I need to divulge in an interview or at a workplace that I've been at for several months, right? At least it shouldn't be. So I get pulled back into a meeting because they feel like I am avoiding haircuts, or some of the staff members feel like I am avoiding haircuts. Go as far as to say avoiding specific haircuts because I spend an allotted amount of time in the bathroom when I'm in there. Frankly, it does not matter how long I'm in the bathroom. It doesn't. I'm gonna do more haircuts than you on any given day. So how am I avoiding haircuts? Just because it's a haircut that you don't like? Not my problem. Nature's calling. I'm not gonna sit there and push it off to the side because you don't want to do this haircut. This is your job. So she pulls me back there, right? Proceeds to tell me that the girls think I'm avoiding haircuts and that I was timed. That's the part that got me, right? That I was timed. And then they told me how long I was in there. I'm sorry, have you guys ever timed yourself taking a shit? On average, it's probably about 7 minutes, right? Maybe 10 minutes for somebody who has a harder time, right? I've seen people in the fucking restroom for upwards to an hour. Granted, no, I wasn't in there for an hour, but it was a long time. I don't think it makes a difference. But she had the nerve to tell me that I was timed, how long I was timed for, that I'm no longer allowed to bring my phone into the restroom anymore because that's what I'm doing in there. I'm watching videos or being on my phone while I'm in the restroom for lengthy periods of time on purpose instead of coming out to cut hair, as if I'm like sitting on the toilet avoiding a haircut. I'm sorry, I don't do that. But obviously one of them does. That thought process wouldn't have even occurred. So I looked at her. I didn't say a word the entire conversation. I had nothing to say. When she was done, I looked at her deadpan saying, "Are you serious?" I thought she was joking. Because to make the situation worse, she was a friend prior to me starting work there. I was like, "Are you serious?" I get she has a job she has to do, but there's a way to go about it, and that wasn't it. Take into consideration the person that you're talking to. She'd known me for 12 years. She knows how fast I cut, what I'm capable of, and also of my history. Because that was not the first time that we worked together, but under different circumstances prior. She goes, "I'm serious." I'm like, got it. Needless to say, I did not last much longer after that because at that point in time, the only reason I was still at that location was because of her, my loyalty to her. She ended up getting fired not long after. I don't remember exactly how long, a couple weeks I think, at best. The day that she was fired, I didn't show up to my shift. They knew that when they fired her, they were firing me. They knew that I was working 2 jobs at the time. I didn't need that job. Anymore, at least. All I know is I was so upset that day. I was crying the whole way home. I went to my next job right after that job because I would go from one to the other. And so belligerently upset because if at one point it's like, how could they see me like that, right? And then I had to factor in the fact that I felt violated again and again. I felt like it was not an experience that I would want to relive. That's all I'm saying. I don't know why it affected me so much because really, now that I think back on it, I should have just walked out that day, honestly. But you grow as you learn. I just hadn't hit my limit quite yet at that point. Too many things happened back to back to back at one time. And honestly, if you want more stories, I got several from that location. I got more from another location. I got others from other states. So if this wants to turn into a series, by all means, I got stories up the ass.